Hey, look, I don't understand what the Cleveland Browns issue is suddenly. First of all, they let go all their black quarterbacks. Said, well, Deshaun Watson didn't work out. We didn't handle it correctly. Didn't mention Jameis Winston, but thanked him out the door, even though Jameis literally was responsible for 2 of the 3 wins the Browns had last year. And no one ever talks about the Browns defense and how terribly they performed. I thought that Jim Schwartz would be looking for a new job by now, or maybe had a new job by now because he's a well-regarded defensive coordinator. But let's face it, he did not put in his A game last year. But I digress. Anyway, we have all of a sudden people saying, well, the Browns are going to pass on Shedeur. Why? You would say, okay, if it's true that the Titans are going to take Cam Ward, I think the Titans are going to take Shedeur. All right? But let's say the Titans do decide to take Cam Ward instead, which I think is not the best choice. But let's just say it. And Shedeur falls. Boom. They should take him. If Cam Ward falls to them, they should take him. The reason is very simple. This is the place, having the number 2 pick or even number 1 pick, that the Browns wanted to be at. So you're here at number 2. You maneuvered to get there. You tanked your season to get there. You pulled Jameis so that he wouldn't get better, and you basically guaranteeing you a losing season, which happened. You didn't give him a new contract either, which is, and then you got, again, I can't say this enough, they got rid of all your black quarterbacks, and now you have this situation where, oh, we're going to go for defense, and it's just, the whole thing looks bad. Rather than, you know what, we did all this to get here so we could get Shedeur or Cam Ward. So take Shedeur when he falls to you. Take Shedeur. Because you've earned this place. You had no business tanking your organization, but that's what happened. You've earned this place. You had no business not signing Jameis Winston to a long-term contract in the middle of last year. It was clear that with better coaching and a better offensive coordinator, he could deliver more than he did, which was historic and record-setting. But you let Jameis Winston go. I still don't understand that. I don't want to hear this interception stuff, okay? Because you look around the league at the quarterbacks that have thrown interceptions. What has bailed them out? Defense. What would have happened if, okay, Jameis throws those interceptions, but then they win all the games? Because the defense played a role in bailing them out. Boom. All right, and Deshaun, I think Deshaun's best days are in his past. I just have to say that. But the Browns understood that. They said it was time to move on. They didn't give Jameis a chance. Don't blow it with another black quarterback and say, well, we don't want him. Shedeur Sanders is at over 70% completion percentage passer in a terribly designed, terribly timed offense. Imagine what he's going to do wherever he goes in the league. Maybe he winds up with the Raiders. Okay? Because I don't believe the Giants are going to take him. If he falls to number 3, the Giants have Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. I don't think they're going to get him in only to watch Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston sit on the bench for Shedeur Sanders because the crowd demands it. That just produces, in my opinion, a horrible locker room chemistry. it could happen, but I think that's just bad. Russell Wilson's a Super Bowl champion. Jameis Winston's a national champion. Jameis Winston is one of the best pure passers in NFL history. Russell Wilson's a winner. Why do that? Okay? He's all-star pedigree sitting on the bench like that. That just makes no sense whatsoever for a rookie. That makes no sense whatsoever. You couldn't explain that. So don't do it. The Giants shouldn't do that. But where Shedeur will fall, like if he falls to the Raiders, because he's in the AFC, he will destroy the Browns and the Titans. He's that kind of guy. He's doing this on the risk, tick tock, timing out the days when he's gonna see you and get to destroy you. And he'll do it, and and your fans will talk about it, and they'll talk about how stupid you are. So you know what, Cleveland Browns, you might as well just go ahead and simply take Shedeur Sanders. It just makes sense. Just take him. I know that you say, hey, you made a promise with Myles Garrett. If Abdul Collard is there, you'll take him, have a 1-2 punch, right? Okay, I get that, but we need a quarterback. You could trade some lower picks, come back into the first round, and get a top flight defender. You might even be able to package, say, Nick Chubb and somebody else, come back into the first round. Maybe you'll get Mason Graham, right? You can get that defender. You don't have to give up that second round pick. You don't have to do that. So all I'm saying is, when Shedeur Sanders falls to you, if he falls to you, take him. Don't let him get by you. Because Browns fans are never going to forgive you for it. I'm never going to forgive you for it. And a lot of people who aren't neither fans of the Browns or anybody, they're never going to forgive you for it just because of what you did. It just looks stupid. All right. Subscribe to Zenny62 YouTube. The vlog report with Zenny62. And bookmark NFL News by Zenny62.com. We'll see you.